Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is for you. I'm Cycle, and this is Let's Play Train Simulator. Let's go ahead and get back to Portsmouth Direct Line. This is a set of scenarios I want to finish, and the reason I want to finish this set of scenarios is because there's a specific train I want to introduce on this route, and if we look around on here, you're going to see that it's not on this list, ironically enough. I don't know why it's not on this list. I guess it's only in standard mode that the scenarios operate, which is kind of weird. I thought they would have been on this version as well, but looking down here, like there's a 455-8 down here, but that's not the one I'm looking for. That's a different one. And you see that's on the full version of Portsmouth Direct Line, where the 444 is also featured as a default DLC. So is that 455, in fact. These are all numbered. So, yeah, that, there should be a 455 with scenarios in here as well, but apparently they're only standard scenarios, which is why they're probably not showing up. In any case, as you notice, we are on Portsmouth Direct Line. There's a toothpaste rail tour. That is interesting. I might have to do that at some point. But we're going to go ahead and do the scenario I had previously lit up, and I'm going to have to find it again now. Saturday Shunt. It's a quick 15-minute scenario, just a little quick shunting mission. And then I'm going to go ahead and do, I believe, the Petersfield Shuffle, which is a back-and-forth trip from Petersfield. There are two more scenarios after that. These are going to be two separate videos, by the way. This is just what I have coming up. So Saturday Shunt is what I'm going to do right now. Next video, I'm going to do Petersfield Shuffle. And then we're going to go ahead and do two more scenarios. There's another scenario down here called Working to Woking, and there's also a Black 5 scenario, which I believe is standard only. And that scenario is with not having any timings, means we can just basically enjoy ourselves on a steam train. And you can count on the fact that I'm going to definitely do that. But let's go ahead and get these next couple scenarios like this done. We're going to then do the steam train. Then we'll do our final career mission going to Woking from Portsmouth, which is the direction we have not really gone in yet. So it's going to be a bit of a different perspective. We're doing part of that on Petersfield Shuffle because we're going to go back and forth to Petersfield and back to the harbor. But we're going to get the full run in that scenario. So that's going to be a nice scenario because we're going to go all the way to Woking coming from the other direction. But today we're doing a Saturday Shunt, just a quick shunt. Take a 4-car Class 450 unit from Woking to Guildford to be used for the Ascot Shuttle, which we don't drive. Let's get going. Pick up the guard at the end of Platform 5 before heading out to Guildford. Roger. So Platform 5 is up there. Brakes, we have to remember, are part of the process here. Did we have an alerter? No, I didn't, but we're going to go. So we are clear to proceed. Is there a timing on picking up this guard? Yes, we have to be there in 1 minute. Okay. Starting already, huh? You're doing this to us already. Don't go immediately, you're automatically late. That's how it works. So it says stop. We don't have to hit T to pick up passengers. We just stop. That's all we gotta do. Oh, we're in 90 now. I wish I knew that. Could have sped up to get on the platform a little quicker. I think that's our guard up there. Thank you. That's our guard up there, but I'm not quite up to where he is. He's going to have to settle. Hop on. We're just going to assume he hopped on. Only 250 points, really? That was a bonus. There's no penalty. This is only worth 750 points. Oh my goodness. They literally did not know how to do this back in the day, apparently. So we're going to assume the guard got on. And as usual, we're going to be leaving into slow speed limits. Our maximum is effectively 40. You can hear the wind for just a moment there. That's probably when we were going over a bridge, or because that's what usually happens when you go over a bridge. You suddenly hear wind in the cab. So 90 is our limit, but it's going to be 40 because we're going into a 40 junction. We always take this 40 junction because that's what this route does. There is a PMS to something. You can pause it on YouTube if you want to know. And our train just jars over. So yeah, this is the model, the 450 once again, that has the driver reminder appliance in a permanent on position. You cannot turn it off, which is good because we wouldn't be able to apply power if we were unable to turn it off. So there we go. The driver reminder appliance is not functional in this train. Trust me, I'm clicking it right now. It's not doing anything. So I've got another of those steam engine drives coming up here. I'm a little more nervous about that. I'm going to have to drive the Black 5. But my understanding is that these early steam engines in this game are a lot easier to drive than some of these later ones that show up. I guess some of the later ones get really, really involved. I don't need to keep this up. Let's put that away. So some of these steam engines get really, really involved, I understand. And that is quite interesting. I should have gone to 100%. Why didn't I? I'll do it now. Easing it back now because we're getting close to our limit. That's an interesting bounce. That's an interesting dose of leg I had there too. Yeah, you can kind of tell this is an old route. The train it's a very old model train on a very old model route. It's doing some very interesting things. I've ever not speed, so I'm going to hold myself here. We're on a 1 in 250 downhill apparently right now, but we're coming into an uphill. So I'm going to maintain 40 throttle right now as we hit this uphill. Yeah, that's the train bouncing when it changes the hill alignment. We're now on a 1 in 111 uphill, which is going to slow me down a little bit, so I'm going to apply some more power. And that's going to hold me where I am right now. Fantastic. There is a downhill after that, so I actually do want to lose some speed because there's a downhill coming up. Let's just lose a little speed. Do it now. So we are scheduled to arrive on time right now. That's the good news. The yellow signal is not good news. That is before we get our limit down to 20, so we're going to have to slow down even quicker than that. That red that's ahead of us, I mean. I'm going to slow down a little bit, because we're going to need to anyway. I'm a little concerned about the signal right now. Thank you. We're on a single yellow. This is not good news for us. Not good news at all. Man the brakes. We are going down at a good pace, but still, I don't like the fact the signal is red because it's forcing me to guess and peer ahead a little bit. So let's see if we can guess and peer ahead a little bit. That looks like it's still red. I'm going to hold for a moment because we're doing okay for the time being. But it is a red signal. So there's nothing I can do right now. Unless I'm misreading a signal. Now we have a yellow. Thank you for telling me we have a yellow. I appreciate that. Or is that... Oh no, that's the other track. That just turned red. That just turned red. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Thank you. We can't pass. Now we can pass. Of course. That's how it works. We're going to have to slow down anyway. It was, you saw that, right? It was a yellow signal and then it turned red. Why did it do that? So we're down on time for our speed. I'm just going to idle the throttle at this point because I really... Ah, that's the junction it's making us take. Okay. Alrighty then. That's a bit of a sharp junction. That seems unrealistic. So I love how this is the platform and we can't stop here. So it looks like we're going to have a red, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop here for now. This is good enough. Brakes. Again, we don't have to board any passengers, but we are going to take a moment to look at our train because we are going to be stopped here as we pull up next to the coffee shop. And let's just wait and see what happens here. I did that by accident. Signaler. Train's ends and wait here until I can find a gap in the services. Be ready to head back out to the approach line north of the station where you will receive further instructions. Now, I reacted to that message by hitting 8 for some reason. I don't know why I did that. So they said change ends. We're going to change ends. That means we need to drop you. Whoops. Drop you. You're already dropped. That's good enough. So we're going to change ends like instructed. We're going to do that. No alert. Fantastic. And we're going to go ahead and just bring that back up. I'm going to lower my brakes down about a notch where we can hold power. And as soon as we are clear, we will leave again. I'm going to move forward just a little bit so I'm near the signal. I know, thank you. I'm just moving up. So we're just going to have to stay awake here and not fall asleep waiting for the signal change. That's really what this is about. We do have some idea when it's going to change because we have to arrive at Guildford 6-7 by 12:03, and it's 7 minutes from now. So we are going to have to do that. In the meantime, we'll just take a look outside. How was that for a nice bit of train spotting, huh? From the roof of another train, you watch a train come in, open its doors, another one take off. That's a nice view if you ask me. So we're still waiting for this red signal. It's going to have to change in the next, I don't know, minute or so, which is why I came back and greeted you again. While you're waiting, I just want to remind you that you can like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also support my work on Patreon if you want to help me out. And you can also buy me DLC, which is another story completely. If you join the Discord server, you can also chat with me and other like-minded enthusiasts of trains and other things I do. And also, I am what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. Anyway, it probably wasn't important. There's another train going off. We're probably going to get our gap in the services now. Now, I should say that if you do support me on Patreon, or if you buy any DLC and it's something you want me to play, then I will definitely consider. Like, you can always join the Discord server and make suggestions for what you want me to play, and I will consider those suggestions if they fit into my timetable somewhere. But if they don't have an immediate fit into my timetable, then it will be possibly a little while before I actually get to them in some cases, because I have to be able to fit them in somewhere. So if I'm driving, let's say the Pacific Surfliner, and you're asking me to drive a BR155 or something like that, well, you're going to have to give me a chance to find a German route to drive. There's my signal. I saw the speed change below. You're going to have to give me a chance to actually get a German route to drive that train on, is what I'm basically getting at here. So I'm not 100% sure where it is we're stopping here. We're doing a reversal here. I think we're going over one more track. Is that where we're going? I'm just going to take a quick look here because I want to see what it is we're doing. 6-7 is our stop, which is right there. So we have to get over to that track, and we're going to have to go one more. So we're going to be moving up here. No wonder we need a gap in the services. We're crossing 3 lines here. Good gracious. Was it 4 lines? So we're going to cross the next line here. We're at a 20 now, so I might as well speed up a little bit. Where are you sending me? What on earth? Oh, I can back up. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'll back up now. That's fine. That was not very clear what you wanted me to do. Yeah, that was perfectly clear, wasn't it? That was absolutely crystal clear what you wanted me to do here. Can I make it on time? That's the question. I got a quarter of a mile to go here since I went out so far. I hope I didn't pass a red signal by accident. I should back up a little more, to be honest, if I want to play it properly. Like, behind me, you can see there is going to be a red signal back there. So we're going to go ahead and slam, let's go to the back of the train. We're going to go ahead and slam those brakes. And there is the red signal back there. You can see it back there. Yep. So that's that. I think I'm still on time. That was a little bit messy, but I managed to get that sorted out, and we should have our maximum 750 score because we're not allowed to get 1,000 on this apparently. And there it is. So it would have been a little... Well done. We got here eventually. Yes, we did. Another driver will be operating the Ascot service, so you can take a break. Yeah, I figured that too. I'm not allowed to go past Woking right now. I'd have to wait for the other route to do that. A little more clarification with a mid-stop there to tell me where to stop by train on the way might have been more helpful, because I had no clue where to stop, and I had to look at the map and be like, oh, the route changed behind me. Stop. If I'd known, I could have been a little more efficient. But there was no guide on that. I had to figure it out. I did figure it out. I still made it on time. We're good. Let's go to the scoring screen. And Saturday Shunt, 750 points, and we're on time for everything, and we still don't get a perfect score. I think that's also another case where a gold star is not available. It looks like the gold star is around 900 or 850 or something like that. So let's find out when I go to the career tab. Because I'm curious now. I want to know. Science demands answers. So Petersfield Shuffle was all the way down here. No, that's the wrong one. I'm thinking the wrong one. Saturday Shunt. Yeah, you can only get a silver star on that, guys. That's the best you can do. So unless you... I'm probably going to have to, just for this route, hack all the gold stars in. Because you can't get gold stars in these. Look at this. Silver on Saturday Shunt. Check mark on Hightail to the Harbor. That is your top score. Halfway Hazelmere, again, silver. Now, 800 was the top score on that one, but still. One of the timings is bad on that one as well. You can get a gold on end of days. You can get 1,000, but I missed... I guess I was a little late on the last stop. And then Chop and Change, you can only get a bronze. 600, I think, is your top, and there's a bad timing in there, too. So, yeah. You got a collection of badly timed scenarios on the old Portsmouth direct line. No wonder no one likes this route anymore. They all want the new one. This is the one they want now. This is the one they play with the Class 444 and that Class 450, because that Class 450 is definitely much better than this Class 450. Do they look the same? Did they use the same picture? No, they're different pictures. Okay. So, in any case... we're going to come out next time. You're going to see me doing Petersfield Shuffle. So that was the story we just did. Petersfield Shuffle is next. Stay tuned next time for that. In the meantime, like I said, like, subscribe, all that normal stuff. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. Whatever it is for your part of the world. I'm Cyclone. See you next time. Bye-bye.